welcome to Lead Empowered. I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you here because I didn't do a garden tour this week, and I don't feel like there's a lot of change in the garden this week, but there's still a lot of stuff happening on the city farm. So I wanted to kind of walk you around what's happening in my kitchen and some of the things. This is a lot of harvest season, so we have a plum tree down the road that is ripe, and we're getting a handful of plums. I think this is the off year, so it hasn't been as much as in the past, but we just got back from a couple days of being at my husband's cousin's wedding, and so we're just getting back, and we had got a gallon of raw milk before we left, and I did yogurt with that before we left, and then my goal was to do some mozzarella, which is tonight was the first time I've ever made fresh mozzarella, and so I'll show you that. It's still in the ice bath, which it's probably time for it to come out, so we'll check on that. And the other big thing is this is my first year extracting honey. So I had honeybees last year, and I did pull a couple of frames, but just enough to give back to them in the spring. And so this year I am extracting honey, and I am amazed with how much is coming from one frame. 1.5 frames, we got almost a gallon. So it's just blowing my mind, and all the things that I'm learning. We started with, let me show you. A manual extractor. This is actually super old and gorgeous. So what you do is you put the frames. This is a honey frame, and you scrape off the wax. That's called uncapping it, and then you put it in here, and then you spin this crank. You should have seen us. It was like a off-balance washing machine. It was pretty insane. So then the honey drains to the bottom. You can see it down there. And then you open this spout, and it pours out the front. I love old tools. I love manual tools, and so I love this, but it's a lot of work. So my mother-in-law decided to go half with me, and we are getting an electric extractor. This is just uncapped frames that we were letting drain in the bottom, and we need to take care of this. So the electric extractor should be coming in the next couple of days, and then we're going to finish this off. We did uncap it and let it keep working on it while it was just going to be sitting here, because it'll be less work in the extractor. So that's a little craziness. Here's an up close of look at this comb. You can see where it's more yellow, and then it breaks and looks clearer. That's where the bees have actually pulled it. So this will save them a lot of work next year by being able to give them back already drawn comb. That's some herbs that I need to finish processing here. So I did the cheese tonight, and this is it is time to take this out. So you can just store this in the fridge. Oh, I already brushed my teeth. I need to taste this and see how it is. It's mozzarella cheese. It feels like cheese. So that's super interesting. We'll go ahead and put that in a jar. So I'll let you know how that turns out, taste-wise. So this is some of the honey, my handy-dandy filtering over here. Okay, so I had poured all the honey originally when we were using the metal extractor. I just let it all drain into this big jar. This is just a kitchen like strainer, like noodle strainer or something. and that is just separating the wax. So you can see this is what I'm scraping off the strainer and putting in here is mostly wax. There is a little bit of honey in there. You can eat the wax, it just looks prettier. And yeah, it would just pour better if you put it in a certain kind of container or something like that. So the last big thing that I'm about to work on that made me think I should share this is blackberries. We just came back from Western Washington and blackberries are in season. So I'm just basically going to fill up my dehydrator here and let them dehydrate. I can already smell that the fermentation, they do ferment pretty quickly. So I'm just going to process these. Dakota did make a delicious cobbler, and I already brushed my teeth so I'd stop eating it. So this week on the farm, we will be extracting the rest of that honey. I need to water some stuff. I should show you the fall garden. There's a lot of stuff growing and I need to either up pot it or put some stuff outside. I think it's supposed to be really hot again this week, so it's probably not an ideal week to put it outside. I've been looking at the cucumber patch and thinking that I'm about ready to start pulling some stuff out of there because the ground that I put out there was just so full of nitrogen because it came out of the chicken coop that we're getting a lot of beautiful green but not very much fruit, and so I'm not really missing out on much by ripping up those plants right now. If they were high yielding cucumber plants, I would let them keep growing, but they're not. I think I'm ready to start putting some cardboard and layering some stuff over there and making it just ready for fall. I will try to put cucumbers over there again and keep that going as the cucumber patch was intended to be. So I will probably work on that this week, and I'm trying to think if there's any other big projects. Like I said, we just got back, so we will be doing laundry and catching up on regular house things. So anyways, thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope that this encourages you and inspires you maybe to go foraging. There's a lot of things ripening, and there's a lot of things around us that a lot of people aren't picking. So it's free fruit. I can't even imagine how, I mean, that's, if a 6-ounce thing of blackberries at the store is, you know, $3, you know, we picked over $20 of food today, which is just really cool. It's cool to think about. We're just trading and we're getting a free resource for something that people go pay for at the store. So yeah, see if you can walk around your neighborhood and find something to pick off a tree, out of a bush. Yeah, live empowered. We'll see you next time.